Welcome to an after work adventure. It's been a while since I've done one of these. I've been getting lazy with it. Instead, I've been focusing on going to the gym after work, even though I have been able to get off at a decent time. Gotta make the best with the time, you know? Because it's starting to get dark at around 8 o'clock. The sun is shifting due to the planet rotation. The season's changing. It's only about 6:20 right now. Beautiful, gorgeous. What a place indeed. I've only been here one time, but I was here for like 30 minutes and that was it. Where am I going? To a special place. How did I get there last time? I don't know. You know where we are. Look at it. All you gotta do is just follow the lines. Here's the line right here. All I gotta do is just paint it yellow. You might notice it. The yellow line. I wouldn't necessarily call this an after work adventure. It's not like we're gonna be running from the police in this park space. This is one heavenly spot for real though. Just you wait and see. Wow. Weird. Not nearly as muddy as it was last time when we were in that little drought. Welcome to heaven. It'd be a lot different if I was here at 3 o'clock in the afternoon and not 6:25. The heck is that? Looks like the front of a camera lens or something. Oh, we're so brilliant, aren't we? How the heck did I know that was the front of a camera lens? Don't we know our stuff? Looks like we've had the professionals out here doing their thing. You can't blame them. I mean, look at that. Let me go ahead and see if I can find a way over there to show it to you. In this little after work adventure chill session. Maybe they'll come back and get it. Oh yeah, that's like ice. I know what you're going to say. You're going to say I got the creek walking shoes on. Beautiful. Imagine what this place is going to look like in fall. More like an after work chill session for real. I think 2023 will be a good year to turn the tables when it comes to going out. Get back into the game, you know? Quite the place. When I first saw that place around 2.5 months ago, I actually thought it was a business because it was so heavily out here. Kind of reminds me a lot of Sandy Springs. You know, the expensive complexes and stuff around the waterways, like Soap Creek and all the other ones. That's actually an apartment complex up there. I guarantee you they start one bedrooms from the 1700s. And I'm not talking about the year. Like walking on ice out here. What you know about that? I'm kind of disappointed right now at the moment though, because there's nobody standing up there. I mean, seriously though, if I was spending $17.50 on a 1-bedroom loft just to be around heaven, I would be out here all the time. I mean, this is your selling point right here. I guess I'll try to see how much they're trying to rent out a 2-bedroom. I guarantee it's going to be at least $2,400. Who knows, they could be just looking out their windows, enjoying the scenery. And I'm not talking about looking at me. No snakes yet. That I know of. When it comes to places like this though, if I don't see footsteps in that sand, that's a big disappointment. Hope you liked the little chill session. I guess that might have been the one that had the professional camera out here with an extra large lens. Check out the drinking spot though. I mean, you talk about chill zone. Beautiful. Last time I was out here, I found something very special. There's a lot of footsteps out here in the sands of time. But they will never find what I found. They never will. Just a game. Make sure nobody's coming. Thought I heard something. Where's that thing at? I know I hit it in the wall. These Jora spiders are making their houses. Man, look at that. Alright, I don't see anybody. I'm not really wearing camouflage at the moment. You're gonna say, you crazy. What you reaching in there for? I forgot where I put it though. The heck was that? I know you heard that. Something moved over here. What you know about that? That thing's gonna be here for eternity. A different kind of geocache. I told you I'll hide anything. Put it back where I hit it. I know you're gonna say now you know where it is, man. That thing's not hidden anymore. We're gonna find that thing and give it to the kids. If only you recognize those geometries, you can find it. Glorious. It's almost as if I can sit in the light forever. Gotta figure out more places to go though. More heavenly places after work. And this has definitely been added to the list. turn it back to where it began, right here. I think I might have missed something major. I didn't see it till now. Talk about ancient. How come I didn't see this last time? Dang. Check out this gigantic tree of life, beech tree. I mean, she's kind of lean. Look at that. I know exactly what angle that is. I don't need to pull out the Metatron cube to show it to you either. Gargantuan. Gotta be at least 200. At least 200. Might be the largest one I've ever seen in our travels. Man. Baby's got a growth factor of 6. And I don't have a tape measure. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to compare her to the other ones that we found before. The ones that were tipping on around 225, 230. But you know what? She doesn't have any noticeable carvings on her, except maybe some regular scars that just look like trees rubbing up and down against her over time when the waters get high. She's on this little itty bitty island, trying to tell you what's up about the real treasure. What you know about that? Even has a baby growing inside of her. Even cooler. This baby's definitely been around for a long time, ladies and gentlemen. Just might be the largest one I've ever seen. No carvings. Now I know where to take the tape measure next time I come out. What else is around this little spot? A bunch of her babies right here. Oops, I'm running into spider webs. Hey, look, we have an easy way down. Kind of. We do have an easy way down. What you know about that? But look how high the waters get out here. You're talking about 13 feet. Yeah, I didn't stay out here that long last time I was out here because a thunderstorm rolled through. Booted me out. Because I guess somebody on the other side didn't want me to make a big discovery. Talk about a big discovery. So lucky to find a tree of life once again. It's almost like I have a quota to find at least one every single day. A different one every day. There's no carvings on her, but I see a heart that's natural as you know what. Man, but look at that angle. Dang. Check out the muscles on this bodybuilder. Female bodybuilder. Guy's crazy. Flexing those muscles. But here's the natural heart right here. You can only see it from one perspective. I just noticed that. There's no carvings, but there's a natural heart on her. Right there. Look at that. That's not carved, ladies and gentlemen. That's natural. Someone just said it is. Right over here. Sounded like a female voice or something. I heard it with my own ears. Someone said it is. It doesn't look like one there. You can barely make it out, but once you change perspective, you see it. Dang. All natural. It changes with every step you take. It warps it a little bit. But I know what angle you have to stand at to make sure it's perfect, to see that it's perfect. The perfect line. From here, straight down to what we're looking at is a very particular angle. Built into something very dear to me. And you already know what that is. Live another 200 or 300 years. Please do that for us all. Ancient One. That's how much time we got left right there. That's about it. Gotta get moving some way. Oh, cool. Check that out. Can you see my reflection? I don't think you can. Little habitat. Perfect. I just noticed something, ladies and gentlemen. Check this thing out right here. You probably know what I'm talking about. Check this thing out. Seems like we might have had an old bridge out here. Probably at least 135, 140 years old. Old school for real. I'm like a kid in the candy store every time I find a new spot. I mean, this is a nice place, really though. What I'll tell you about that idea of mine, about how to extend your life when it comes to doing things like this, especially after work. Remember that trick I told you? When it comes to life, prolonging your life? Try to do things after work. Try to prolong the day by extending the times out here in a different way. By doing a multitude of things during the day until you have to go back home. In a way, it makes the day seem longer, makes the week seem longer. But I know you're going to pull an argument and say, why would we want to make the work week seem much longer than it is, than it should be? I know you have a valid argument with that, but I was talking about something totally different, something more heavenly. Do this kind of stuff, whatever. Do what your hobbies are. Do a little bit of extra in your daily routine, that is, to make life longer, more meaningful. Like what I'm doing now. It's not like I'm sitting in traffic. Look what the squirrels did. Hieroglyphics. No, that's not gang signs. Who knows, it could be. I wonder if this place ever fills up with fog in the morning after a heavy night of rain. Imagine what that would be like out here. On an early fall day with all the changing leaf colors. All these leaves out here changing all these different colors. It's kind of hard to extend the day and all the experiences when fall and winter roll around. Only so much you can do after work with the daylight that you have left. Like right now, I don't know if I have time to try to make it all the way up there to that bridge up here. Sits down between both of the highways. You can barely notice it from the freeway, 985. But I've always tried to go there. Never even came out here until now. Check this out. Yeah, I definitely need to come out here more often. What a beautiful place indeed. Right off the trail. Sounds like I'm getting a lot closer to the old bridge out here. The old highway bridge. It's down by the creek. It's fully intact. Oh, check it out with the light. We're higher in elevation. Totally forgot about that. Depends on what angle you're at. In many respects, it tells you some of the time the higher you get, the more life you get. The more light you get. What you know about that? I thought I heard somebody. Hey, check this place out. Dang, abstract. This place probably sees at what? 300 people a week? At least I made it someplace today. Man, look at that scene. You know I want to go up there. You know I do. Act like a child. Stick my head up in between the crack. You know exactly where I am. I just can't get down there. There's like 5 people chilling. I don't want to disturb them. There's a gigantic mill wheel down there too I want to take a look at, but all those people are just like standing around it. No big deal, I guess I'll have to hit it up later. Here it is, the old bridge. The old road bridge right here. The one I used to always see a long time ago. Even all the way back in the early 2000s. Like 2001, 2002, I used to always see it from the freeway. I always wanted to come down here out of curiosity. Way back before this place was a trail, it was just an old bridge. An old road bridge right here. Probably goes back to like 1910, 1920. Probably just 1930s. There's no date plate on it that I can see at the moment. Dangerous. That's so weird though, guys. Look at that. Look how deep it is right here. How dangerous this looks. Hey, but you know what though? We made it. We finally made it. I know it's kind of like an awkward time, an awkward day, after work adventure. But you know what? It's not a real adventure until you try something, right? Oh, I'm not going to do that thing. What am I going to hold on to? Look how deep the water is. It's probably 11 feet deep right here. Weird. Deep up here, shallow on the other side. Look at that. Dang. Man. Look at that. Sorry about that. You didn't need to go through all that, did you? I see why the water's backed up. They built a dam right there. Typical of a mill. Turn of the century. Real cool nonetheless. Finally made it to the bridge. All I gotta do now is just cross it, right? Feel like $1,000,000. Finally made it across the bridge I've been trying to make it to in over 20 years. What you know about that? It's a strange feeling though. You know what I always look for, naming a date? Guess I'll have to find it later when I have the time. They're usually at the top. You know what I'm going to say? I don't want to go. At least I still have a little bit of daylight left, right? I know you want me to walk across the dam. I know you do. You talk about a balancing act for real. I'll have to do that later, guys. I might be breaking the law, which I don't want to be doing that kind of thing. I know what you're going to say. You're going to say it will be a perfect topic for your after-work adventure. To walk on top of the dam. From one side to the other. Just like crossing the bridge for the first time. All these people left down here that I know of. Feels a lot like Soap Creek. Just another meal. Check this thing out. The old mill wheel. Definitely got to be coming back here during the daytime when the sun is just right. Heavy duty. See, it's very helpful for your future when you let things of the past stick around for a long time instead of take it away. There are some things out there you don't always have to clean up, except for that. You should already know us by now. I'm not about to climb out of this thing the normal route. I'm going to climb out of here through this Da Vinci style. Look at me out here acting like a child. Gotta do it the adventurous way. Since they allowed me to do it, you know what that means. Go ahead and pick up the garbage. And see, check it out. There's even 2 garbage cans right here. You guys are crazy. Can't even throw away your garbage. And somebody even missed. What a shame. Talk about a little bit scary right here. That's contrast between light and dark right there. Yin and yang. We can trip up on anything out here. You guys crazy. Passed another challenge for the day. But 35 to 50 people do it every single day probably. Especially in the summertime. Man, but look at that though. Now it has definitely changed from an after-work chill session to an after-work adventure. But still, not really running from the cops. I don't see any blue lights on top of the bridge. Now that was fun. Nothing like an after-work challenge. A little bit of daylight left, but not a lot. And you know us by now. We're going to stay out as long as we can, like a bunch of kids want to. Acting like a child in heaven. Man, look at that. Check out the scene right here. It's like you're combining heaven and hell at the same time. Dang, my videos are tight. Time to snap those pictures. Definitely a great place to live. Whoever lives here made a great choice. I know it's very congested out here in this part of Metro. It is. But still. Let's hope they don't lock the gate. But you know what? It's only 8:15. Feels like it's 9:09. And you know what? We still have time for the gym. Even better. little bit of time left. At least we made the most of it today.